Hello, this is Spidey1958 and welcome to my Let's Play Infinity Evolved Skyblock Expert Mode Episode 41. We're going to build a grinder, and we're discovering as I look into it there's more and more stuff I have to do to be able to build it. And one of them is a new machine. So we're going to start out by building an ore washing plant. So let me get some stuff here that I need and get rid of some stuff I don't need. Why do I have 10? I don't know why I have 10. I did, and it's in the save file for the 40th game. I did move this machine to the other side to fix the problem with it going into the wrong box. So hopefully that should fix that little crafting glitch. So a lot of what we need for this, I think I auto-craft, but not electric motors. So we need 4 of these. One, two, three, 4. Put them in there. Then we need the electric motors. 1, 2. So there we have our 2 electric motors. Okay, the next thing we need, let's see what here it says we need. There's a new button, by the way, most likely, which I think looks for what you already have in your system and gives you the most likely. Oh, it looks like everything else I either auto-craft or have in stock. So there we have that. So we're going to need some power for it. 1 of you and 1 of you. And then we're going to need a chassis. I don't think I have. I have chassis 2s. Let's build a chassis 5. Or chassis 4. And I already have a crafting module. But we're also going to need a fluid pipe. So the basic fluid, we don't need a container, we just need, there we do, we need 1 of you. Need pipe sealant. Let's go ahead and put pipe sealant in our auto system here. And what should I use for my pipe sealant, since I make both wax and... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and use beeswax. I'm not sure what else I'm going to use beeswax for. Okay. There we got our basic fluid pipe, and then we want to turn it into a supplier pipe. Yep. Okay. Now I need to go put this down, and as usual I don't like to move these. I have moved at least one of them. So let's go ahead and we're going to have to figure out here. I don't have any pipes going to here, do I? No, I don't. So I think it's time to get some pipes going here. So let's go get some unrouted pipes and some facades. Let's get 6 should be enough. Some facades. We have our bucket of water. We should be good. Assuming I actually took it. Yes, I actually took it out. Okay. We can take our unrouted pipe here. Oh, run it to there. Put our water there. And unrouted pipe there. And then put our chassis pipe right there. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and put down our machine. Now the question is, how do I get power to it? I think it's going to clip the edge, so I may have to actually run that pipe differently. Let's see if it will run from here to here. Yay, it does. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and put our facades down. Make it look pretty, well, as pretty as you can when considering I'm using cobble. And we'll have to get some other facades for taking care of that. So this should now have power. And I screwed up because I forgot to set water. So let's go ahead and set you for yes, partial. Let's put 4 buckets in. Water. I think you hold at least 4 buckets. Looks like you hold 8 buckets. So we'll keep it at 7 buckets. Okay. Then we need a piece of gravel. Gravel. Which means I may have to... I don't know that I have gravel anywhere in my system that I can pull it from. I may have to build a gravel machine or something. Because I produce gravel all over the place, but I don't store it anywhere. We'll have to figure that out. So, what we're going to do here is go ahead, get back here, put in one of our crafting modules. And we're going to tell it that 1 gravel where do I put it? I think I put it there. Oh, there it goes. It's going. Gives us 1 stone dust. Which is normally a byproduct, but in this case we need it for one of our recipes. So that's stage 1. We have a source of stone dust. Let's go ahead and throw you in there, which I didn't really want to do yet. And just order 10 stone dust. So that's making some up while we're doing other stuff. Okay. So the next thing we need, let's go back to our grinder, which is what we're actually trying to make here. Because we're going to need electric steel. Plastic sheets. So electric steel is made with pulverized coal, silicon, and electric steel. Silicon, the easiest way to get is sand in a sag mill. So let's get some sand. Go over to our sag mill, which is this our sag mill? Yep. So, and what do we have in here so far? Okay, that's all we have in so far. So we're going to go ahead and add one of these and tell it that sand gives us silicon. So now we have a source of silicon. So let's go ahead and test that. Oh, I guess I already had silicon in my system. Oh well, we now have a source of silicon. Automated. So let's see, the next thing we need is the actual electric steel recipe. So we need silicon, pulverized, and iron. So let's get an iron. Oops. So we need 1 iron, 1 pulverized coal, and 1 silicon. Which I guess we already had on us. Okay, so now we're going to run over to our alloy smelter, which I believe is full. Yep, so we're going to go ahead and break this pipe and take the diamond chip set I have and the Mark V and turn it into a Mark IV and turn it into a Mark V. So now we can put in the recipes we already had, and then we can add a new recipe, which is going to be the one of you, one of you, and one of you. We makes you, you, and you. And makes electric steel. I just realized that I hope I hadn't already done that recipe. I didn't actually check. So that one does dark steel. And that one does energetic alloy. And that one does silarium. That one does aluminum. Nope, we did not have it in there. Good. And now we have electric steel. So let's go ahead and request an electric steel here, just to make sure it works. And let's go ahead and request 3. Okay, our stone dust worked fine, so we can go ahead and throw it in here. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Okay. So that gives us our electric steel we needed. Now I've already put servos into the mix, so conduit binder is the next thing. To make that we need electric steel, compressed sawdust, and stone dust. So let's get sawdust we should have here. So let's go put compressed sawdust into one of our machine recipes here. Oops. And again, I forgot to open it first. As you people who watch regularly know, I quite often do. I think most likely checks what's available in your system, which I like that as it's a nice new add-on that I really like. Should make it a little easier. There we go. Okay. We throw you in there. Okay. So what we're trying to make is this stuff. So we're going to need 2 compressed and electric steel. So we have the electric steel. We need the compressed sawdust, which we just added. Compress. We need 2 of you. And then we need the stone dust, which we'll need 6 of. And that makes the binder. So actually we just needed to make that in our normal recipe thing. I don't know why I did it that way. And look, I remembered to hit open. Yay! Yay me! Okay. So let's go ahead and throw you guys back in there. And let's request 1 of you. Okay. And we have a crafting module. So let's see if our furnace is full. Furnace. Being crowded and complicated back here. And you are indeed full. So I need a diamond chipset. Really? I'm gonna go ahead and cheat for this. Just because I don't want to have to break all that stuff. Okay. So now we can take this and give us the 5 that we wanted. Put you back in place there. And say that one of you gives us 4 of you. Let's go ahead and go back here and composite, and let's request 4 of you. So what else now do we need to make? Books, temperate fluid ducts. How often am I going to need temperate fluid ducts? Now let's go ahead. I think we're going to start using them more, so let's go ahead and put them in. We're almost out of slots, so I'll have to build more stuff off camera to expand our crafting system. And I didn't hit open, did I? Okay. And we got that, so that part's all working. So let's go ahead and throw you in there. Throw you guys in there for the moment. So in theory, I should be able to now craft this. There we have our fluid conduits. I actually might want to make more conduits, so I may consider expanding that too. So now I need books. Blank patterns. So let's go ahead and go to crafting here. Order 10 of you and 10 of you. So in the meantime, we'll manually craft the blanks. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, throw you in there. And then we'll make our 2 books. Probably has to craft the paper. Okay, we have our books. Okay. And we have our grinder. Yay! And did I not request? I could have sworn I requested that. Oh, missing 40 oak work planks. I must be low on planks. Well, apparently, that's not a big enough stock. So I may have to change this around. Which, let's see, how complicated will it be to change it around? Oh, not that complicated at all. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and change that around now. Update this. So what all we're going to do is get an unrouted here, or two. Make it 2. And some plugs. Plug. Not blue. Plug. Plug. There we go. Get 2 of those. And then we're going to go ahead and get a barrel. So we're going to go ahead and our barrel here. There's our barrel. And we're going to break this pipe here. Oh, can't do it that way. I just realized that presents a problem of a different type. So we're going to need a supplier pipe. So what we broke here was an active supplier and a provider. We can replace that with a supplier pipe and a provider. 2 separate pipes. So let's go ahead and get those. Do we have any provider pipes? Provider pipe. Oh, we have one. Do we have any supplier pipes? We have one of those too. Yay! Okay, so the supplier pipe is going to go, it's going to go here. And we'll have to reconfigure this. So the top is going to be an eject, and the back is going to be an in. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade this to partial wood. And do we have to break this? We may have to break this and redo it. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, I guess I could have just put a torch down and that might have done it too. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and put this guy on here. And then we're going to get our plugs. Plug. Plug. And we're going to need another plug. Put an unrouted here. And then the provider will go here. And then we need to put a basic there. Let's go ahead and throw these in because we'll reuse these later. And we have to go replace this one right here with a basic. Now, assuming everything worked right. Oh, that's right. I have to change this, I think, to generic for it to push the wood in. Did I set the wood? I thought I set the wood. Nope, I didn't actually set the wood because I broke it. Okay, why aren't you working? You're green, aren't you? Yeah, looks like you're green there. Provider's there. You're trying to put the wood in. I'm not out of wood, am I? I would find that highly improbable, but not impossible. Well, it should be impossible because I have plenty of wood. By the way, how are you doing for... How are we doing on charcoal? Yep, still doing great on charcoal. So why are you not getting wood? Let's try switching it to blue. Partial wood, keep stocked. I don't understand why it's not keeping wood stocked. Well, I want to solve that off camera. We'll just throw wood in there for now. So needs more oak planks. And now I'm getting a huge lag storm. Well, we're past the wrapping up point, so let's go ahead and, as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or a comment. And if you disliked the episode, leaving me a dislike's fine, but please leave a comment saying why you disliked the episode. As always, this is Spidey1958, and have fun Minecrafting.